Welcome to Resilience. Our company is dedicated to designing resistant infrastructure that lasts. So, without any further ado, let's get into our presentation.
Before we begin, in order to understand the impact of our project, let's take a moment to discuss the challenges faced by marginalized communities.
Some of the challenges are vulnerability to extreme weather, where marginalized communities frequently suffer the most from climate related catastrophes like floods, droughts, and heat waves, leading to severe impacts on their lives and welfare. These communities also have limited access to resources like clean water, sustainable energy, and effective clear warning systems.
So, 3 is disruption of ecosystems, and 4 is disproportionate impacts. What this basically means is that due to communities such as the indigenous people being reliant on natural resources, when they're faced with natural disasters that disrupt the ecosystem, they experience the effect on a disproportionate rate. With that being said, let's pop over to the website. You know about our brand, our image, so let's go to the guides, infrastructure. Here, basically, you can discover how sustainable infrastructure can combat climate change and build a resilient future for at risk communities. On the left side, you have the guides section. Here, you can search up specific types of guides, and here on the right side, you have a recently released. Here is the wildlife resistant structures article. You can just read through that. On the right side, you have the explore section and further reading. The second tab is areas of concern. Here, you can just zoom in, zoom out, and then you get all these little points that pick out like areas of concern, high risk communities, all that kind of stuff. The next section is the test your knowledge section. Here is the quick quiz that is based on the article. If you get a good score, great. If you don't, maybe just go reread the article. Next is communities. This is basically the same thing as the last one, except it's basically to learn how climate change affects marginalized communities. Last section is library. Here you can explore a collection of resources and learn about innovative solutions for building a more resilient and sustainable environment. Click on that. Come on out. You see?
So, our next section is social, where we have three sections: discussion, news, and jobs. The first section is discussion, where we can find posts related to climate change, infrastructure design. We can click on a post which we can engage in these discussion by adding our comments, thoughts. We can even remove our comments. So, that's a new JavaScript feature we learned, and even we can upvote for any posts. Our next section is news, where it's a news hub for marginalized communities, climate change, and infrastructure updates. Our next section is jobs, and here we implemented a CSS feature where, as we scroll, we can see the various job roles available in the field of climate change, and the cards stack up on each other. The next or last section is about us, where it's a summary of what we do that is committed to designing and building infrastructure that withstands the test of time and environmental challenges. And we have followed 5 UN SDG goals, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you for looking at a presentation.